game. Isn't this one of these ones that you can't obtain legally in the vanilla? I don't remember ever handing this in. I see you. Yeah. Hello. Please pick me up. I know. Yo. What's up? What is happening? Let me get some tunes on. While I want to quickly set up a command on Nightbot for the PS2 setup, just in case people are wondering. Add command. Exclamation mark PS2 setup. Hello everyone, welcome. Hi, how's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day. So my setup is soft modded PS2. Soft modded PS2, playing games off of an ID HDD. Using a retro scaler 2x S video to on Elgato HD 60S Plus for capturing. That makes some amount of sense, I think. Yo, Auntie, good morning. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. Exclamation mark PS2 setup. Top modded PS2, playing games off an ID hard drive, doing a retro scaler 2x via S videos with an Elgato HD. It's very geeky, but I mean, this is what custom PS2 stuff is, right? But yeah, I wanted to test my PS2 setup. Retro scaler, because retro tinks don't ship here unless you buy them for like ridiculous amounts of scalped money. I would like a retro tink, but they're like stupidly expensive to get here. Like someone said they were like $750, I think, which is fucking unreal. I'm not paying that. That is insane. But yeah, so I wanted to test my entire setup. So the plan is, before we like actually start any playthroughs, I want to just do like a lot of tests, right? So what I thought we'd do is we'd just play like a little bit of GTA3, a little bit of Vice City, a little bit of San Andreas, a little bit of LCS, a little bit of VCS, maybe some other games, and just basically just go through the games and make sure that they all work, right? That was my first thing. Because I've set it all up, but there's no way to know until you actually play the games whether they work or not. So, oh, one thing I didn't add on my PS2 setup command is that I'm playing with a PS5 controller via an 8-bit do, whatever it's called, 8-bit do adapter. Retro receiver, that's it. PS5 controller via 8-bit do. Eight-bit do retro receiver because my hands are too big for PS2 controllers. There you go. Yo, Warris, what's up? That's gonna make me fuck about with my PS2. Dude, PS2 modding is fucking sick. It's so good. Like, you were messing about with your PS3 before. PS3 is good. PS2 is awesome. The amount of shit that you can do with it is fucking nuts. Okay, let's make sure it all works. Plug in. Controller. Should be everything, I think. I need to move this over to the other screen because the other one's going to be taken over by my PS2. I got my old PSP as well, started like M33 custom firmware. God knows. I don't know with PSP stuff. No idea. Okay, let's turn it on and see if it works. Okay, PS2 going on. Switch HDMI output. All my Spotify and stuff went onto my other screen. There we go. Okay, I see it. We go here. Gato. Oh, I see a picture. A weirdly sized though. 1440, 1080. Ah. I think there's black bars as well. Oh wait, you might hear it. Hold on. Let me pause the music. Pause the music. Can you hear it twice? I think you'll be able to hear it twice. It's coming through... Yeah, I think you can hear it twice. It's coming through desktop audio and then the Elgato as well. So if I mute desktop audio, now you should just be able to hear it once, I think. That should be correct. It's coming out my monitor speakers as well, but you shouldn't be able to hear that. Yeah, my mic's not picking it up. Does that sound all good? All good? Any issues? You should be able to hear it just fine, I think. Is PS2 all soft mod? You can get hard mods, but there's no real reason to. Because soft modding is like way better in like every way. I think desktop audio is a tad behind the Elgato. I have desktop audio muted. This is just like the capture card sound. But I can always add a, what's it called, like a millisecond thing. If needed. Wherever it is. Sync offset or whatever. Good morning, Shafok. Delay the capture card, yeah. So Elgato by 100 milliseconds. If this sounds any better. Are we about the same? Right? Okay, well, it sounds the same to me, but it was working for me anyway, so if it's better for you, then that's fine. I imagine some kind of fuckery is needed for an external HDD. Yeah, so the only kind of, like, hard modding you have to do for PS2 is you need to get one of the network adapters. They have, like, custom ones. And you just plug a hard drive into it and then put it into the slot in the back if you have a fat PS2. And that's it. That's it. But that's not, like, hard. I wouldn't consider that hard modding. When I think hard modding, I think, like, soldering and wiring shit up, which is what I don't touch, because my fucking big ogre hands are way too stupid to do delicate things like that. So when I think of that, I'm thinking like actually difficult stuff, whereas getting a hard drive and plugging it into the PS2 is as simple as plugging in a cable. You know, it's very easy. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's play some games. I guess I'll switch my category to GTA3 since we're technically going to try some GTA3 first. And while I don't personally care, I always get people that are like, yeah, you're in the Vice City directory, but you're not playing Vice City right now. Stupid. PS2 mod zip installs are pretty fun though. Kind of want to do one of those again. If I ever need a hard mod of any kind, Omega, I'm going to come to you. Because I am fucking terrible at those kind of... So yeah, my current setup, I downloaded all the art and stuff. I did this recently. Some of it doesn't work, some of it does. And I also renamed all the games, because before, on my old list, I don't know if I ever showed this on stream, but they had all the game IDs first. So if you look, for example, here, Destroy All Humans, it had like the ID and a bunch of numbers. and then the name of the game. So it wasn't in a nice, like, formatted alphabetical list. Whereas now they're all in a nice alphabetical format. I had to rename some games manually because, for example, VCS, Vice City Stories is too long. And the same with LCS, Liberty City Stories. It's too long, and the fucking shitty software that I was using only allows up to 32-bit names. Or 32 character names, I think it was. So, like, also, like, Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex is too long. So, they just, like, cut it off. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, I just put a bunch of, like, childhood games on here. And then a couple of, like, rare games as well, because I thought it was cool to have, like, Kuon and stuff on here as well. Yo, Speedy, what's up? But yeah, the art didn't work for some of the games. I don't know why, but I don't really care about the art as long as the game works. I care about. Yeah, so it's try GTA3. Because I say, we won't know how everything works until we actually get in, right? Also, so when I originally set this up, there was black bars and I cropped them out. Are there still black bars on the capture? Yeah, you can see that on the top there, there's still black bars. I don't know, maybe Omega can answer this question because he knows about PS2 stuff. Can I get the PS2 to output without black bars via like OPL settings or something? Or should I just crop it and stretch it myself? Because if you see, like, when I just leave the default thing, it looks like this. This is how it looks. Which isn't too bad, but you've got all the black bars around the corner. You have to crop it. Okay, that's fine. Good to know. This might take a little while because I don't have my other screen as reference to do this in full screen. So I'm just gonna like wing it and then we'll adjust it a little bit as we go. That's just how it outputs. Okay, that's fine. That looks pretty good for now, but I'll go into the game so I can actually see how it looks. Yeah, now we can actually test the games and play them. You know what I can actually do as well? I can just like manually mute my monitor speakers because right now it's playing through my headphones and my monitor speakers, which is kind of weird. You can't hear it because my noise gate's good, but I can hear it twice. So I can just manually mute my speakers, I think. How do I mute my speakers? I haven't used my monitor settings in ages. Color setup, no. Picture boost, no. OSD setup, no. Game settings, no. Extra. Is there no option to turn off the fucking sound? Luminance? No. How the fuck do I mute this thing? Maybe it's just on the... Oh, that's a crosshair. But, that switches devices. Game mode on or off. I don't know what that just did. No idea. I don't think I can find a setting to fucking turn my speakers off. Like, you can't see this on the stream, so I can't even get you guys to help me. In case I'm being mega blind, but I swear I don't see it in the settings anyway. Language, oh, volume, here we go. OSD setup is what it's in. Down, down, down. Just point your cabinet? I could, yeah, I guess. Hold on, I found it. Wait, I lost it. I pressed the wrong button. Go back to OSD setup. Down, down, down. Right. Yes. Okay. There we go. Sorted it. Cool. Oh yeah, also this guy has so I bought this PS2 secondhand from eBay and it had a memory card with it. So this guy has saves, I think. I think VC also had saves. When I did a little bit of testing. So this guy has like $1 million. I'll fix the black bars first. GTA3 is slightly off-centered if you did the crop with OPL. No, I did it with manually in OBS. Like, still Outlook. I'm manually cropping it. So it shouldn't be off-center. You did the crop in OBS as OBS reference. Oh, right, I see. It would be nice if I knew exactly how big the black bars were, but I don't. Guessing. 60 pixels on the top looks like decent. It's gonna be stretched now. That looks okay. Or too little on there. Is that good? A little bit on the bottom. This is going to be a delicate process, I apologize. That looks okay, I think. We full screen it. Yeah, that looks normal, I think. Playing pulse, it might be a wonky aspect ratio. Yeah, maybe. Can you change aspect ratio in game? Or is that an OPL thing? That sounds very loud. Sorry if that's loud, I can turn it down. That's very loud for me. How loud is that for you? That should be a bit more normal, I think. Do we have any guns? How do I switch guns? Oh, he's got like rockets and nothing else. But that is really bad audio delay. You hear that? That's like half a second off. Right? Even for me. Huh. The delay is good on stream at least? Wait, really? For me, it's like really off. Huh. That's really weird. Because if I'm looking on OBS, it's also... It's kind of off of you change it to on the stream. Huh. But I only changed it by 100 milliseconds. I'm hearing the sound of the bullet way earlier than the video. On the OBS screen, but then on my actual monitor, I'm seeing the video first and then hearing it last. I don't even know how I'd fix that. I could just take my headphones off and play via my speakers. Maybe that works. That would even be better for me, because then I don't have to wear headphones all the time. Because it doesn't matter if I put my headphones down, because you guys hear through the headphones, but it sounds fine, so... Sounds like a best of both worlds kind of situation, doesn't it? Right, let me turn my speakers back on my monitors. OSD... Down, down, down. Put the volume to, I think it was like 50 before. I'll put it on 50. Okay. Set my headphones off. Hey, that sounds perfect. Through the speakers, it sounds perfect. Okay, I mean, I'll just play through speakers, I guess. Let me turn it up a bit more. That's weird, though, that it's a delay in my headphones. Like, what does that even mean? Does it mean my headphones have a sound delay? But they can't do, because I like watch YouTube and stuff and it sounds fine. There must be something going on with like the capture card setup on my headphones. Yeah, I am using virtual audio cables, maybe that causes it. But then I'm using virtual audio cables for streaming in general, and I don't have, you know, an issue usually. It's just for this specific capture. I don't know, whatever, this works just fine. Yo, Kumatai, what's up? Let me just turn it up a bit more. I can barely hear it, especially when I'm talking on top of it. Maybe some weird audio buffering issue. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. This is a perfectly usable setup. This is actually even better than what I originally had. So. Yeah, and you still can't hear that, right? I'm gonna do another test. Can you hear it when I talk? So if I just like output sound, can you hear it? Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Because my mic's really close to my speakers right now. Can you hear the game when I say that? Oh no. It's good, but could you hear the game when I was talking? Yes? No. Fucking great. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I appreciate the help. Yes, no, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. What's the weapons cheat on console? PS2. We'll get some louder guns.
He ain't no gentleman, that one. Damn police. That's a taste of
I remember Vice City is like L1, L2, R1, R2, left down, right up, left down, right up or something.
You ever been down south?
Oh yeah. Alright.
GTA3, PS2, weapons. R2, R2, L1, R2. R2, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right up. Down, right up. That is not correct.
Alright, I need some eats.
What you up to? Yo, baby, you feel like Maxie? What you up to?
GTA3.
Smoke them if you got them.
Ooh, wee. Hey. Baby, I feel so good. Damn, you shoes are killing me.
Bam buttons and get lucky.
You take my money? What you up to? Bitch, you don't want that.
Loser.
Beats for PS2. Unlock all weapons.
You kidding me?
R2, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right up, left, down, right up.
What up, yo?
Hello?
What's up?
It's not because I'm using a PS5 controller, is it? But it should still work. R2, R2, I can see myself changing weapons. L2, R2. My L1 not work? Or L1, R2 even.
Easy, brother.
Damn, these shoes is killing me.
Oh, I just have to be a bit faster, I think.
Hey, baby.
I was just being a bit slow. Okay, there we go.
Yo, baby, you feel like Maxie?
Okay, type 1 in the chat if you can hear the game when I'm talking, okay? I'll even do you one better. I'm gonna mute the game on OBS. So you can't hear the game at all right now. If you hear any game sound, type 1 in the chat, okay? I'll make it super easy for you. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, you can hear it. Okay, that's fine. I'll turn it back down. We'll try that again in a second. It's very, very, very quiet. Okay, so when I had my monitors on 50. I turned them up to 75. So when I put them back down to 50, it should be fine. There we go. Okay, do the same thing again. If you hear any game sound, 1 in the chat. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Only one person said 1. There is no way that your hearing is so incredibly good that you heard it and nobody else did. With all due respect, I don't believe you. I'm gonna listen to the VOD. I think I'm getting trolled. I think I'm getting memed. Can't hear the game at all? Well, good. That's what it should be. Let me have a listen to the VOD. That's the first test. Listen to the first test as well. Yeah, I can hear that. What about the second one? Bro, you cannot hear that. You are... Unless you have the most incredible hearing I have ever heard in my entire life, you can't hear it. I was even using the FFC audio compressor, and I couldn't hear anything right then. Your hearing must just be absolutely insane. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, my headphones away. I think we're about there. I think that's about it. Audio delay is sorted. Hear it twice.
Down south?
There you go. So now you should be able to hear it.
They don't care about my
And it should just... Yeah, work. Cool. What missions does this guy have left? I think he's just beating the game, right? Against $1 million and stuff.
Oh no, not my wheels!
He's good people.
Anything you want for
Seems like an any % save. Yeah, he's got like Donald and Ray left, and that's it. Didn't actually have a look at the settings either, besides the audio. Is there any like special settings I should have? Vibration I want off. I hate vibration. Brightness, trails, subtitles, widescreen. Does widescreen even work on PS2? What does that even do? Oh, it just makes it taller. It doesn't even make it widescreen. It looks normal. Yeah, trail's definitely off. That looks ugly as hell. Okay, I mean, not really a lot of things to do. Those do we have? Oh, yeah, from 2022. I think this guy's beaten the whole trilogy on PS2 before selling it to me. The TV I expected to do scaling on PS2. I think it might also be a problem because like OPL might be set to do 4:3. I don't know what I set on OPL, but I would imagine it probably doesn't force widescreen by default. It probably just sets 4:3. Looked correct? Okay. Alright, all seems good then. Widescreen is just shit, yeah, I mean... I have no intention of playing on widescreen anyway. I'm playing right now with black bars. You're seeing it in 4:3, which is pretty much exactly how I see it, minus the black bars. This is how I would play the game anyway. Did I hear what happened to Josh during Desert Burst? No, but I saw that he'd failed it. Wow, what happened? Is it good? Anyone got a clip? Oh yeah, he's doing First Ascendant now. He texted and drove at the same time. Classic. Bro, he's like showing his stream, the fucking thing too. He's like not looking at the game for like 15 seconds at a time. Of course he's gonna fucking die. How far in was this? He was like a couple of hours in, right? Yeah, 3 hours, 17 minutes. He wanted to own a chatter. Brilliant. Ah, what a big noob. What a big noob. You know what would be so funny? I could be super petty and ask Rob for the download link so that I can now be the first person to complete Desert Bus, because I was planning on doing it anyway at some point. But I've got some stuff I need to do later on, and I don't have 8 hours of real time right now. But I could just like drop those plans and be like, yo, I'm gonna be the first person to do this. Fuck you, Josh. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning instead. Like, I'll wake up nice and early and stream Desert Bus. Just to fucking spite Josh. That'd be quite funny, I think. You have a week? Is he not going to be playing it for another week? Oh, it's easy then. The only thing is, for me in Desert Bus, is I haven't really thought about what I want to do. He said he'll retry it next weekend. Okay, we're free then. Yeah, the only thing that I haven't thought of with Desert Bus is I don't know what I want to do for, like, you know, entertainment during the 8 hours, right? Because sat there just holding W for 8 hours is, like, 1, extremely unhealthy, and 2, extremely boring. And I was thinking we could maybe do, like, a song request stream and stuff. But even then, that's not enough for, like, 8 hours of actual interesting content. So I was thinking what I might do is I might take like a break every like hour or so and maybe like get up and do something and then come back to it, you know, take like a 15-minute break or something. So then the actual runtime of the Desert Bus will be longer than 8 hours. It'll be more like 10 or 12, but it'll be way easier to do in terms of like IRL, you know? Because like I can sit and play a game for 8 hours, but sitting and just watching a bus in a straight line, holding W and occasionally a movement key to stop veering off, for 8 hours straight, is like, the reason why it's such a big meme is because it is so easy to lose concentration when doing that for that long, right? Like, that's the whole point of the game, is it's difficult because it takes that long. And it's very easy to have a, you know, lapse of judgment in 8 hours. You know, humans make mistakes. So instead, it makes far more sense to do it in like segments almost, because you can pause the game. You can just pause and or like get somebody else to play for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what even the controls are. I was like, how the fuck do I even handbrake? Family Guy and Subway Surfers. We could make a meme out of it where we have like, you know, 5-minute cleans, GTA 5 races, Family Guy and Subway Surfers on each corner as well. Like, quite funny. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think some requests could be good. Within reason. Okay. If you have any other ideas,
Guns don't kill people.
He's so honey.
then I'm down to hear them.
Hey, baby. What's up?
Me no speak English.
Where you been all my life? Hey, baby. What's
Me
up?
no speak Chinese. Speak English.
So weird seeing the actual smoke in this as well. You can actually see how close your vehicle is to blowing up. Well, you can when you're not accelerating, Because for some reason when you accelerate, the smoke disappears. But in the second you let off the gas, it reappears. Really weird. I assume that's not intended behavior. These fucking angry drivers. Fading is quite different, yeah. I honestly don't remember this thing where the smoke like dissipates based on your speed being a thing in PS2. Maybe I'm just misremembering. I genuinely don't remember. What am I trying to test? I'm just making sure that the games work, basically. Just doing like a mission also to make sure it's all good, you know, just fuck about for a bit, basically. Just to make sure that the games work and that the setup works, like the audio works. Because there was a bunch of issues, like there was like an audio delay through my headphones, so I'm using speakers now instead. There was an audio delay on the stream that I've now fixed as well. Yeah, I think everything's pretty much good now. I'm just testing the games, make sure they all function. Make sure that the rips or whatever you would call them, like onto the hard drive, are all fine. Banshee can take an absolute fucking beating. So my plan was for like, for this one it had a save, so I was just like messing about in it. My plan for like Vice City, for example, would be to just like start a new game and just do like a couple of missions and make sure it all functions properly. Make sure the settings and stuff are all good. I don't know if there's an easier way. Omega, you might know the answer to this question. If there's an easier way to get back to like the OPL menu, or do I have to like hard reset the console? Because I've always been hard resetting the console, but I don't, because there's no way to like quit out like there is in like other, you know, like from like Xbox and PS3 onwards, you could like quit to the dashboard or whatever, right? L1, L2, R1, R2, select, start. Is that like a cheat code to like crash the game or something? Doesn't seem to work. I mean, hold all buttons. Oh. Did something. Oh, sick. Yeah, I've got so many saves on here. How do I actually play, though? What do I do from here? Is this a silly question? Exit back? Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Perfect. Does that work in every game? Is that just like a PS2 thing that you can do? Or is that like a free McBoot thing? Might depend on the game. Okay. But yeah, I'm using an actual fat PS2. I could show you it, but it's all under my desk so that the wiring isn't. Yeah, fat PS2, ID, hard drive. All the games on. Alright, let's try VC. FIFA 12, yeah, I wanted just like one football game because I've had IRL friends around before and they like sometimes like football games. I'm pretty sure FIFA 12 was like the last one that they had on the PS2. How big is the hard drive? It's only 500 gigs, but I got it with the PS2, so I wasn't too annoyed. If I were to ever upgrade, I was considering, I know, it's big. What I mean is that if I ever considered upgrading, I would probably upgrade to an SSD and get a network adapter with the SATA connection, because less moving mechanical parts the better, right? Like an SSD is way better for longevity. And apparently there's also a version of OPL that supports more than 2 terabyte drives. And you can use exFAT as well, rather than FAT32 formatted drives. What that also means, if you're not familiar, is like right now to upgrade, like to put games onto the PS2 hard drive, you have to format your drive in a way that isn't usually recognizable by Windows. So you have to use like other programs that are like really ancient to copy stuff over to the hard drive. But if all this stuff works out with the new OPL version, the idea is that you could literally just plug in the hard drive like you would any other hard drive and physically copy the files over, and it'll be 10 times easier to maintain drive. And you can also have more than 2 terabyte drives. So in theory, you could have like a 16 terabyte hard drive and have the entire PS2 collection backed up on your PS2, which would be sick. What is this? Is this it's a KOFC save. Perfect. We'll test this mission. Oh, FIFA 14 was on PS2. Oh shit, Jesus. No picture? Oh. How come there's no picture? What if I deactivate and reactivate the capture? Oh, why does it look like that? I wonder why it killed the capture. Is widescreen on? No. Why does it look so squished? That doesn't look good, right? Oh, it looks okay, actually. Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea why the capture just died. Maybe that thing where I held all the buttons just like fucked up the capture. I don't know.
You tough, huh? Asshole!
It seems to work at least. Trilogy speedrun PS2 version when? I mean, I'd be down to do that maybe. I've already technically done a trilogy PS2 run, but it was with the super budget setup where I used like a mirror for a webcam and shit. But it was one of my my best streams. It was quite funny.
No one to cover your ass now, eh, Tommy? You're going down, you backstabbing prick. Oh, you think so?
I just do need a little adjustment with the PS2 image. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad because this is like a scaled image to look better than usual. Ow. Okay. I got walked into and I got stun locked for like 3 seconds and it was just enough for them all to shoot me dead. Very normal. That's not even PS2. That would like I would have died on PC if that would have happened. Like usually when you get bumped into like that, you're able to move like a second later, but I just wasn't. I got like completely stunned. Very strange.
Don't push the Mario man. Relax. What are you doing?
Very strange. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you shouldn't need too much of an eye adjustment because this, in theory, should look better than a regular PS2 outputting the game. Because I'm using like high quality cables outputting to HDMI and then capturing that. rather than just
You cheap.
rather than just
bastard.
like composite being captured at like 480 or whatever.
You wanted this?
God, I love auto aim.
No one to cover your ass now, eh, Tommy? You're going down, you backstabbing prick. Oh, you think so? You know what this is?
Bro, I'm getting fucking pieced up. And the auto aim just like refuses to fucking shoot anybody normal. Ow. How do I switch to targets when I'm auto aiming? No idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna get annihilated if I try and fight Lance with this shitty auto aim. Not that I lost all my weapons too. A new plan. Now we are untouchable. We clear some people out. How do I fucking switch targets?
Control yourself.
Oh, it's L2 and R2. Oh, I'm dead. I finally figured out the controls and I was dead. This mission's fucking impossible when you don't have a mouse. It's fine, guys. We've figured out how to actually switch targets now. The auto aim can stop just aiming at people through walls instead of the people that are actually shooting us.
What's going on? Tommy! Oh, good, good. Tommy! What?
Yeah, much better.
One to cover your ass now, eh, Tommy? You're going down, you backstabbing prick. Oh, you think so?
I feel like Tommy says that line just like a little bit faster than on PC for some reason. Don't know why. Just feels like he responds a bit quicker. The "you're going down, you backstabbing prick" line. somehow the PS2 loads it faster. I don't know.
Come here, you double-crossing piece of shit! Your history, Tommy! History!
Don't make me angry. Loser.
Oh!
Excuse me. Wonder why they only give you a Python. I mean, to be fair, Python is fucking busted. The issue is the auto aim, just like aiming at people through the fucking stairs and shit. Like as soon as you actually lock on to a lance, it's like really easy to kill him. The issue is just the auto aim just doesn't fucking prioritize him at all, or rather shoot barrels through a wall instead. The issue. Oh. Again, VC PS2 aim is really AIDS. Dude, just console aiming in general is just fucking AIDS. Like, no matter what the game is, even in modern gaming, it's just AIDS. Compared to mouse and keyboard, it's not even close. Terrible.
It took 15 years from me, Sonny, and now I'm gonna make you pay! You still don't get it, do you? I own you, Tommy! Those 15
You
years
see what I mean?
That,
I own you, Tommy, as well. Like, they say the lines a little bit faster. I swear they do. I swear. I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna get another drink and then we'll boot up SA as well.
Tommy?
BRB.
Oh my God, Tommy, what happened?
What does it look like?
It looks like you ruined your suit, and Tommy, that was a beautiful suit. Tommy, what on earth happened?
Had a disagreement with a business associate. You know how it is.
Tommy, I have a disagreement. I send them an angry letter. Maybe I pee in their mailbox. I don't start World War III. You know, maybe you should speak to my shrink.
That stupid prick Lance.
Tommy, I never liked that guy, okay? He's neurotic, he's insecure, he's self-centered. The guy's an asshole. I'm glad you took him out.
I don't think we're gonna be getting any more heat from up north either. Because there ain't no up north anymore. It's all down south now.
Wait, does that mean what I think it means? Tommy, baby!
What do you think it means?
That we're in charge. I mean that you're in charge. Oh, Tommy!
You know, Ken, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful business relationship. After all, you're a conniving, backstabbing two-bit thief, and I'm a convicted psychotic killer and drug dealer.
I know. Ain't it just beautiful?
Yo, Wolf Gaming, what's up? Very cool. Let's give thingy a go. Let's see if that shortcut works for VC as well. It does. I'll see if it breaks the capture as well. Oh, you see the capture works there. I know it doesn't, it freezes, so you can't see it. So I do have to here again. And it always messes up the, I don't know why, like it messes up the resolution of it. I don't know why that happens. Every time I do that shortcut, it just like fucks up the resolution. For some weird reason. I don't know if it's the same when I boot into the game or not. Maybe it's just the menu is a different resolution or something. If I boot into SA, will it fix it? It looks normal, right? Oh, no, it's not. All that left. It's so weird. Why is it bust up there? 14. Even messes up the position by 1 pixel. I'd rather reset the console if I have to do this manually every time. I have to resize it, it's annoying. Okay, let's see what, if they ever save here, they do. Is it at the end of the game? They've got $500,000, so I assume so. Yeah, this is at the end of the game. Okay, this person is like a speedrunner or something because they've even done the territory glitch, look. The grey territories means they did the vigilante glitch. So they're either like a speedrunner or they're like familiar with speedrun strats and glitches and stuff. Because I was thinking, like, could this have been me? Because I played SA on this setup, but I didn't. '8th of January 2023. Yeah, it can't have been me because I moved into this apartment in March 2023 and I did my playthrough in this apartment. I don't know exactly when I did my PS2 playthrough, but it must have been later than that. Ben archive. Yeah, it was 9 months ago, so it was like late 2023. But this guy had already done all of the playthrough first. Yeah. It was like Christmas time. So this guy has individually done a run with strats, which is really cool. And very impressive too. That is very cool. All saved in 1 day? I didn't check on the dates. Oh yeah, but to be fair, it's only one segment, right? Like the earliest save is at the end of LV. And it took him 2 hours to beat the game. So yeah, like, this person is like somewhere in between a speedrunner and a casual player. Because a casual player wouldn't be able to beat RTLS in 2 hours. Speedruns usually take like an hour with no major glitches, I think. So yeah, like 2 hours is like kind of like a casual speedrun, basically. Like Someone who's like very familiar with the game and strategies and stuff and kind of blasting through it. Yeah, pretty impressive, honestly. And you see they've got Katie as a girlfriend as well. Which like screams speedrun. If you only have one girlfriend and it's Katie, that like screams speedrun. Yeah, haven't done Zero's missions, haven't done driving school. They haven't done Avery's missions in VC. Like they know exactly what missions you need to do to beat the game. They haven't done the heist. They've like literally done like an any % run basically. Pretty cool though. I guess we can just load be the best save. This is interesting actually. They before beating the game, their last save was before Riot. So they did from Riot all the way through to the end of the game without saving. Kind of ballsy, no? On PS2 especially. They played for like well over an hour. Yeah, they've got a minigun, like... This person knows what they're doing. Like 100%. This person knows what they're doing. Have they already done gang territories at this point? Yeah, they've done gang territories in between as well, rather than all at the end. Yeah. They know what they're doing. 100%.
CJ, I'm gonna give you a lesson. There ain't no justice, man. How does scum like Tenpenny stay on the streets?
Man, I don't know. Just the way shit's stacked, I guess.
Man, this is fucked up. We should take that bastard down ourselves.
And we will, sweet.
Oh, sure, PHP. I can check it if it's related to PS2 stuff. Co-op mod for SAPS2 that you can play with Lib, maybe you can play the story in co-op mode. You can play the story in co-op mode? That's sick. How does this work if it's a PS2 mod? Main features, activation. Is it like a custom ISO that you load on your PS2? Yeah. You install and launch it through OPL. Yeah, it makes sense. That's really cool though. Yeah, PS2 ISOs. They even have an Xbox version too. Or NTSC 1. That's sick. I didn't know people made custom PS2 versions. Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks for sending that over. What save is this loading from? I bought the PS2 second-hand, Momo. And the person who owned the PS2 before me, I guess, is like a casual speedrunner because they know glitches and stuff. So this is like almost like a speedrunner save.
What? Oh, Macker, he got a little problem he can't control.
What kind of problem?
He can't stop, you know, giving himself a little bit.
What, you mean he likes to consult Professor Hans jerk-off?
Like, you can see, like, they haven't done any optional missions, and they've done the gang territory vigilante strat. Hence the grey territories as well. Like,
Yeah,
this person
Spank the monkey?
has basically done like
Yeah.
an 80%
Take
run
Pomula out?
on this
With
save.
it.
Burp the worm?
Enough, man.
And it was the same with 3 and Vice City as well. I wonder what the in-game time is. How do you check that? Yeah, 8 hours, 48 minutes. Like, it's not like a super good speedrun time, but like, that's not a casual playthrough either. Like, if you beat San Andreas in under 10 hours, then you like are familiar with
Shit, look at this
speedruns.
place. Even old
Like,
ladies
it's
rob
pretty
this
fast.
shit.
I guess it's better than staying home and watching the shopping channel.
Yeah, go out there and get yourself a board.
Is the date on your PS2 set correctly? I have no idea, and I wouldn't even know how to check.
Shit, man. People real mad.
Why is it bad if it
Tenpenny
isn't?
responsible for all of this. As if the
I can
ghetto
change
ain't
it.
wrecked enough. Come tomorrow, most
Just save the game?
have new
Okay, sure.
TVs.
Look at them like angry kids and some shit. They just tearing up their own neighborhood. Nothing good is gonna come of this.
I'll beat this mission and then save it. Go through.
Everything's burning. Put your foot down. Man, the ghetto. I'm gonna gather up some homies and get the hood locked down.
You need anything,
Like,
give me
how
a
sure
call.
you is that they're
I'ma
not
check
your
out the
saves?
city and see what I can see.
You be careful out there, CJ.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you think that maybe my PS2 clock is set to like a year ago? Or whatever? I mean, that could be possible. Would be funny, yeah. I mean, it would make sense. This guy is worse than a speedrunner. But I'm not a San Andreas speedrunner. I'm fucking like average at this game, I would say. So 8th of January. Let's see if this is my save. But I would have saved surely between Riot and the end of the game? Surely, no? Let's save over this. 8th of January. Load. 7th of October. Wait. So they are my saves, I think. Because October to January is what, 9 months? And I think I played 9 months ago. No wonder this person. No wonder this person knows what they're doing. This is literally my fucking playthrough of the game. Oh, it's funny. Good shit. So far up your own ass. Dude, I wasn't so far up my own ass. I said this person is familiar with speedrun strats, but isn't doing like an actual speedrun. And that's true. It's true. I was doing like a fast playthrough. It's true. To be fair, I should have known better. When they had Katie, I was like, okay, what casual player knows that? Okay, so how do I set my clock to be correct? Because I'd rather the dates be accurate. Is it something I do in like the actual PS2 like deep settings? Or is that an OPL thing? Do it before you boot into OPL. Okay. Let me kill my capture quickly. Got a perma black screen now. Hello? Okay, guess I'm resetting the comp. It did work, but it didn't actually start up again. There we go. Restart the capture so you can see it. System configuration, I guess. Clock adjustment. So, how come when it says the clock adjustment is set to like 2000, how come the game says it's 2023? Dead battery? Oh, okay. So is there no point in changing it? Or if I change it, will it remember it? What is that? Where's the point in pressing square? If the battery is dead, it won't save the time? Okay, hold on. Rip done. Maybe I can change it. Oh well, that's fine. My new battery. I mean, the PS2 functions. I don't really give a shit about a new battery or whatever. I don't really care. Okay, let's have a look at LCS and VCS. I've never actually tried these games on PS2 at all. I've never played them on PS2. Only PSP. And again, to make sure they actually work as well. GTA3, yeah, I just put a bunch of like rare games on as well. Because I had some extra space and I didn't know what else to put there. Loading a lot faster than SA. You want to know why this game loads a lot faster than SA? Fun little fact for you. Because Free Vice City and San Andreas are hard-coded to load for exactly 30 seconds. So even though I'm on a hard drive and the game loads way quicker, you've got to wait exactly 30 seconds before the game will load. Whereas I think that doesn't exist in LCS and VCS, so the game just boots in like 5. Right? Okay, let's change settings. WTFY? I don't know, but it's just a thing. I don't know why. You'd have to ask the developers, but yeah. It's literally hard-coded. Radio off. No, off. Isn't that just SA? I thought it was 3 in VC too, but maybe it's just SA. I don't know. Display, brightness all the way up, probably. Subtitles on. Widescreen off. Screen position? What does that do? Oh. Huh. Seems like a bit of a silly feature, but sure. Yeah, I guess for CRTs it makes more sense. Okay, everything? I don't know what type of controls I want to use. Setup 1. Handbrake. L2 and R2. I mean, that seems normal. Seems like a decent control setup. Yeah. Zoom in the camera a bit. That's a bit too much, actually. I don't like that. Is that proper widescreen? Oh yeah, shit. I didn't think about that. I mean, it looks fine in 4:3, right? Hopefully. So if I put it in widescreen, does it actually force widescreen? No, it's still 4:3. Yeah, it seems fine. As long as I can play in 4:3, that's fine, because that's how my stream layout is set up right now. Yeah, the frame rate is horrendous, but the triggers on the PS5 controller are so sensitive. Look at this. Like, I don't know if you can tell how little I'm touching this thing. Like, you barely move it, and it fucking moves the camera. Like I lean the tiniest bit on the triggers, and it, like, does it by mistake. I need to tell myself to not rest my fingers on the trigger.
Home sweet home. Beautiful, ain't she?
If I do, I'm just permanently looking right like an idiot. Yeah, I definitely would have enjoyed this as a kid, even if just for the sake of having another GTA to play on PS2. I don't know why I never played these games. PS2. I never knew they existed until I Alright, speedrunning.
Now take me to my place.
Yeah, the frame rate is not ideal. It would be cool to have a frame counter to see just how bad it is, but I feel like it drops below 30 like all the time. It is not good.
Hey, apartments cost money, Tony.
Remember I bought a knockoff Rio de Janeiro GTA game and rushed home so fast just to find out it's just LCS. Rip. That's unlucky.
We got a dealer working our North Chinatown patch.
It's so nice to have a right analog stick for once and actually be able to look around, unlike on PSP. It's not worth the atrocious frame rate, but...
So, Vincenzo tells me.
I wonder how the contrast is going to be between this and VCS, where it's like VCS is like very vibrant,
Oh man.
and this
I
game is
feel
very
good.
not.
I think I might have fever or something. Listen, man, I told Vinny already. Chinatowns don't go for the Leones now. The Sadakos are moving in. If I go back there, I'm a dead man.
Sure.
I'm telling you, man, the Sadakos are dealing.
Is it supposed to rain, though? On PSP? I don't think the weather cycle would be any different, would it? Also, this still has the Vice City engine thing, bug or Easter egg or whatever it is, where you can't wheelie facing north for some reason. Like, you can do it facing south. But as soon as you do north, like, I'm pulling back. You can't really. And the second you turn around, while going south, you can wheelie again. It's fine. Really weird. I don't think they ever confirmed if this was intended or a bug. It's the same in VC. Lobby question? Yeah. I guess I should have asked him.
You want some more, asshead?
Along with is leaning forward a glitch or a intended mechanic.
Feel in this city, nobody else. You hear me, you Zadato fucks?
It'll be 1 second and we'll check out VCS. Ugh. This is his technical director. Yeah, I mean, but he would surely know. I mean, maybe not. It's been so long, he might not remember. Alright, let's check. Yes, I wonder if I hard reset the console via the actual console, does the capture die or not? Or is it just that like cheat code that does it? Oh, so you hear it works just fine. For some reason, it's just that like cheat code thing that just kills the capture for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, like VCS. Jesus has. Need to get myself a PS2 VCS copy. It's the only one I'm missing. They're not too hard to find in the UK, Enzio.
Vic Vance reporting for duty, sir.
You'll be alright. I got mine on eBay for like 15, 20 quid.
Listen, if plans change.
Alright, let's have a look. I don't have any saves on this. They being me. I guess they never played this. Brightness all the way up, subtitles on. Trails off. Music off. Sadly. That's everything. A vibration as well. Yo, Lime, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, that's everything.
I just moved my poncho.
VCS looks good. Nice and vibrant. Nice sound. Is there something wrong with the sound? What's with the sound? It sounds fine for me. A bit crispy. Huh. Capture card? Yeah, I can like restart it maybe. I'm getting shot at, hold on. Let me restart the capture. Maybe that's better? Do this. Is the sound good now? The sound better? Sound is good? Okay then. Just capture card being shit. It was free, so. Trails on, sure. To be honest, I don't even notice much of a difference. It just looks more blurred. It just looks more like washed out than anything. Other than that, I can't really tell a difference. Yeah, just looks a bit brighter and a bit more washed. Portland's sub anniversary today? Oh shit, man. I didn't get a notification. But thank you if I missed it. I'm sorry.
Don't make me do this.
I think the share didn't work.
I'm a soldier,
You know what Twitch is like. But thank you, man.
This ain't fun.
Welcome back. Enjoy your sick little purple badge. I'm playing on my regular PC monitor. Yeah. But I have no idea if it looks better on a GoTo. Maybe they look better on different displays. I don't know. I've just literally got it all outputting to HDMI via the capture card. Oh, sorry, via the retro scaler. Into the capture card. And the capture card plugged into my monitor. I've got two HDMI, so I just have a switcher. Just press the button, PC. Press the other button to switch it, PS2. Because to be fair, it's hard to get like a 100% good image when I'm playing on CRT, right? This game was very much designed for SCRT, just like all the other old GTA games are. Ow. Ow. They're still aggroed onto me? How do I stop them being aggroed onto me? I didn't do anything wrong. Save and load. To be fair, it's funnier not having them... Oh, having them aggroed onto me, to be fair. Hello? Is there health in here somewhere? There's squad waiting for you outside, yeah. There's no health either, so... Guess we just walk out to our death. No! Run! Fuck. Loading recovers health? Yeah, but loading would have also de-aggroed the guys, right? Check this Unreal strat. We call it save warping. I'm a genius. When's exclusive PS2 content? What is even the exclusive PS2 content? I remember there's like something to do with like ammunition, right? Or like shooting range or something. Some rampages, USJs, and side missions. I could do a playthrough at some point and do all the stuff. Do I use FTP or network to get PS2 games on my HDD? Neither. I have an ID. Oh, it's not like an ID. It's like a... I don't know how to describe it, but basically it's like a device that you can plug either SATA or ID hard drives externally in. Or I connect it to my PC via USB. So I hook up the drive to my PC via USB 3. And then I use a program called WinHip to write all the stuff over to the hard drive. Switch? I guess, but it's not really a switch. It's just like an adapter. Or anything. But it's basically just so you can plug in hard drives to your PC over USB, rather than having to plug them into your motherboard. Because obviously it's a pain in the ass to take my PC apart every single time I want to put a new game on my PS2 hard drive, right? If I were to like wipe my entire PS2 setup and do it again, I would use a new thing that's called like UBPNP or something. And it's basically like a way that you can play games over Ethernet, but it's like much quicker than the old versions. But like old Ethernet via like SNB or whatever protocol it was called was like shit compared to using a hard drive. But now you can play it over the network and it's about the same as using a hard drive. But obviously the benefit is that you don't have to have a physical hard drive that you have to keep updating. You can just put games directly from your PC and play them on the PS2. Would be way better. And it's like really easy to set up because you just need to create like a network that the PS2 can connect to on your PC. SMB felt the same to me as HDD. I watched a video, again, this could be bullshit, but I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, I have no reason to doubt it, that basically did like tests of loads of different things of HDD, USB, SMB, and this like new UDP solution. And like SMB was a lot worse than HDD in a lot of different places. Like it was quite a bit slower. So, but it could be wrong. I don't know. I didn't really like look massively into it because I'm using HDD anyway, which is just the fastest way. So whatever.
FIGMO.
There's currently no reason for me to switch to network over HDD because HDD is faster. It's the fastest way of playing games. And I've already got all the setup for it. The only reason you shouldn't use HDD is if you don't already have the hard drive set up, right? Because it's way quicker to set up the network solution than it is to set up the hard drive. But when I bought the PS2, I already had the hard drive and the adapter and stuff. So I just put the games on the hard drive, shoved the hard drive in the PS2, and it was fine. But if you don't own a spare hard drive, or you don't want to like buy a spare network adapter or whatever, then using basically like FTP over network makes far more sense. Or if you have a slim PS2, because slim PS2s don't have a hard drive slot, and they also don't have, sorry, they do, I think they do have Ethernet ports built in, right? Whereas with a fat PS2, it doesn't have an Ethernet port. You have to get a network adapter anyway, with an Ethernet port built in. But with a slim PS2, they have Ethernet ports anyway, so you can just plug in your PS2 to your PC over Ethernet and play the games over that. Like, if you have a slim PS2, that's like by far the easiest way to play games. Yo, Mr. Shag and Nico, by the way, welcome. Yeah, just testing some games. Mainly GTA stuff, but also some casual stuff as well. I want to do it. I want to try a Red Dead Revolver at some point. I want to do a playthrough of that. Oh, I've got PS2 set up because I've got that on here. I have both slim and fat, so do you think I'm better using my slim with network? So here's what I would say, Enzio. Ultimately, it's up to you. Hard drive is the best in terms of like efficient results, right? Like if you want the best method of playing games, the fat PS2 with the hard drive makes the most sense. But it's kind of a pain in the ass to get games in and out of the hard drive, right? Like you have to take the hard drive out, plug it into your PC, whatever. Whereas if you have your slim PS2 and play it over network, it'll take you like 20 minutes to do the original setup, and then all you do is just drag files on and off the PS2 directly from your PC. Like, the actual maintenance of it is so much easier. So, if you don't have either setup right now, I would recommend slim PS2 network setup. Or even if you have a fat PS2, buy a network adapter, connect it via Ethernet. Because, like, the new Ethernet setup with the new protocol is like pretty much on the same level as hard drive in terms of speed. Like it's pretty much identical, but it's way easier to set up and it's way easier to maintain. But if you want like every, you know, saved frame in your loading screens, then go hard drive. But most people don't care about that because they're normal. Yeah, you can also use those MSX4IO things or whatever they're called, where you can boot via an SD card from a memory card, but I've also heard that they have a lot of issues in terms of performance as well. Like, they're slow compared to hard drives.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's slower than most things. I'm pretty sure it's like significantly slower than a hard drive.
I'm a professional, you chump.
Don't make me do this.
Solo kill you, good pendejo.
I use it for memory card storage, but I don't use it just as a memory card. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not sure. Good in HDD, but better than USB, which is how you played on Slim earlier. True, yeah. But now Slim's network is the obvious solution. Because yeah, USB is terrible. USB can't even like run PS1 games, never mind PS2. It's really fucking slow. It's really easy to use, but it's really slow. And you'll get a lot of like performance issues with it. Yeah. Because the USB ports on the PS2 are like USB 1, so they're just not fast enough. Whereas network, you know, you're basically set by however fast your network speed is, which is usually pretty quick. Like the ceiling is much higher. Okay. I love how in this game they just let you farm like a fuck ton of M4 ammo right at the start of the game. Become like super broken really early on. Good shit. Just a young KOA, yeah.
FIGMO!
Such a tease. Go face commander. There was when I played this game without a PSP memory stick and basically had to always speedrun the game. I think we all had that thing. I had that before I knew how memory cards worked. I had a PlayStation 1 and didn't have a memory card. So I would just play like the first hour of a game over and over again and then just retry it and basically like do resets of a game. I didn't know that I could save. Good times. What the fuck is this spam?
Hey Vic, how you doing? Martinez wanted me to give you this. Don't worry, it's non-traceable.
Don't worry. Man, I'm getting too deep
What does that
into
even
this
mean?
shit.
Red diamond? What does that mean? My sound alerts are muted because of reset. Means Josh can't drive for shit. Oh yeah, Josh got done texting and driving and failed the thing. Like, fucking 4 hours in or whatever. Wait. Yo guys, if you want to see a real man complete Desert Bus before your favorite boy Joshimus, you should tune in tomorrow where I'm gonna pettily do it before he does. So I can get my billboard on the Desert Bus thing, and it can say English Ben Productions on the back. Ben did it first. Everywhere it's gonna say. And all the time that Josh does it next weekend, my name and my likeness going like this to him is gonna be all over the fucking bus and all over the billboards. So you should all follow me and watch me tomorrow. Let's go. There's an update to Desert Bus 2, Buster now. What is a warning ping? What, so there's a warning ping if you are about to like die, basically? It like tells you? Real. That's huge. If you drive off the road, yeah, it makes sense. Cool. If you're into the sign, don't slow down too much, yeah, makes sense. If I want to watch the clip, don't worry, I already saw the clip. I already laughed. We all laughed. We all had a good chuckle here at eBen Industry. It's good shit. But yeah, jokes aside, thanks Josh. To anyone who's new here, I'm basically just messing about with my PS2. I've got, courtesy of Josh helping me with some stuff to buy, I've got my PS2 all set up for potential casual games / GTA playthroughs / whatever. Using a PS2 controller? No, I'm using a PS5 controller. Yo, Nate, thanks for the 100 bits. Welcome, thank you. Yeah, using a PS5 controller using the 8-bit do receiver thing, you can use like pretty much any Bluetooth controller. It needs to be Starfish Island. The alerts aren't making any sound, John Blow, because right now I have my capture card coming through desktop audio, so if I unmute it, you'll hear the game twice, as you can hear. Now I've muted it again. So with my current sound setup for PS2, I need to mute the alerts. I could technically have the alerts as a separate thing from desktop audio, but I'm lazy. I don't care.
Let's do this.
Am I in a new room? No. I just turned my setup 90 degrees, so now my door's there instead of behind me.
I am a professional. Stay calm.
I'm liking the PS2 buzz. It's fine. My PS2 like barely makes any noise.
I've got a delicate disposition.
Compared to like my like PC anyway. So I can't really tell. It like barely makes a difference to me. I need to go this way. Love GTA on PS2, it's such a cool way to play it. Yeah, it's fun. It's a nice change of pace. And also with the retro scaler and stuff, and outputting to HDMI, it actually looks decent too. Like on a 1080p screen. Like usually, outputting a PS2 and stretching it up to 1080p would look ugly as hell with like composite cables. But it actually looks like half decent with my setup, which is good. Like I can play this game at 1080p and it actually looks okay. You know? Which is, you know, best case scenario that we can actually see the fucking game. PlayStation or Xbox controllers playing GTA on PC. I would rather use an Xbox controller, but that's just because I grew up with them. Really. The only reason I'm using a PS5 controller is because Xbox controllers... My Xbox controller is wired via USB, and you can't use USB controllers on a PS2. I don't think. I have to use Bluetooth, which is what these things use. So. What's the setup to get this looking this good? I'm glad you asked. I actually wrote a command for it. If you type PS2 setup, then it'll give you like a rundown on how I'm playing the game and how I've got it all set up. There you go. Yeah, soft-modded PS2, played on a hard drive, using a retro scaler 2X with S-video cables, which look really good, by the way. The S-video cables are like 100% worth it. Outputting via HDMI to the capture card and then into my monitor. And that's what you're seeing as the capture card footage. Yeah, I've got a fat PS2, so I'm using an ID hard drive because it's just what I had. And it works just fine. Are you still using SCART? I used to use SCART all the time as a kid, Enzio, and even when I got this PS2, I had it up via SCART in my TV in the living room. The only reason I switched is just because, like, you know, it's a more convoluted and expensive setup than just buying a SCART cable from Composite, but it looks way better for the stream, right? Like, I wanted the game to look as good as possible, especially when I'm upscaling it up to 1080p. I don't want it to look like shit, you know? I get notifications for your shorts once in a while. Cool, hope you like them. When I was younger, we never had anything beyond composite. Yeah, we just had SCART for everything. Just composite adapted, yeah. Usually you get these like SCART adapters. I have one in the other room, but I can't bother to go and get it. But basically it's just like, you have the composite 3 cables, right? You have like yellow for the video, then white and red audio for left and right. And you just connect those up into the SCART adapter and plug the SCART adapter to your TV. That's how like everyone would play it. Because most like TVs that you would buy here, whether it be like CRTs or even like modern LCD televisions, they always have a SCART port. Always, always. For some reason, like everything here has a SCART port. Just the basic way to play things? Yeah, exactly. It's just the easiest way. Is it bad I've only used Frosty for Twitch Mobile? I have no idea what that is. So... oh? Pretty sure I was using SCART for my PS3 when it first launched. I think I was using AV as well for a while. Even with the next set of consoles. I don't think I used HDMI or anything to start off with.
Vic, we're gonna drive by on some cholo. I know right where we can pick up the trail.
Will I stream the new Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster when it releases? Yes,
living,
I plan to.
But they're
because I'm a big Dead Rising fan.
Compete,
so.
Man. You know, this used to be a fine country.
When is that coming out? It's coming out in like September, right? I think. Excuse me. I've got it written down. Release date. I think it's September. Yeah, September 19th. That sounds right. Yeah, I've got it written down in my calendar, so I'll definitely play it on release. Sure.
Oh, nothing. Felt for sure some cholo would be here. Those scumbags are always crossing the law. Let's not hang around here, Vic. Cops make me nervous.
I hear you, man.
Sometimes I skits out and kill a lot of them. Say, I know another place those damn cholos might be.
Did people really complain that GTA 4 was not going to be on PS2? Hadn't the Xbox 360 and PS3 been out for like years at that point? Wasn't Xbox 360 like 2006?
Strike two.
Xbox 360 release date.
Me.
November 2005.
Goddamn cholos.
The consoles had been out for 3 years at that.
With me? Phil bitch killer Cassidy?
Yeah, I know the PS2 kept getting games, like FIFA fucking 14 was on PS2. But still, like, it's unnecessary. And especially with like the technology of GTA 4, it wouldn't have fit on PS2. Like, the game already ran like shit on PS3. You say that, but PS4 and Xbox One still get games now. I understand that, but I hope you can understand me when I say I think it's different. Because currently, like, especially with the whole PS5 thing, there was such like a shortage for such a long time that I'm not surprised that the PS4 still got games, because a lot of people didn't have a PS5. Even though they wanted one, they just couldn't get one because there was such a huge shortage for like the first like 18 months of its lifespan. You know? Like, it was so difficult to get hold of a fucking PS5 without paying like ridiculous money. That if you only released on PS5, most people wouldn't be able to play your games. Yeah, the Xbox 360 was reasonably priced. The reason why the PS3
girl ain't looking so good.
was such like a fucking ball ache and laughed at on release was because they wanted to go all in on it being like a home media device. So it had like a Blu-ray player and shit that was like not optional. But then Blu-ray never took off. So it was basically just like an extra paperweight. So they had to like re-release their prices and sell the consoles at like probably a loss. Because nobody wanted the fucking Blu-ray player or to pay for it.
Boy, she is looking like a daisy now.
Whereas the 360 was just like all about gaming, you know? Who could have known that trying to turn your console into a home media device would be a bad idea? Xbox are currently trying to do that right now, and look at how that got them. Like, look at how far that's getting them.
You're a fine wingman, Vic.
I think the next mission is here. Just wait. PS2 worked as both a console and a DVD player for forever. Yeah, the difference was DVDs were actually used. Buying a games console as a digital media player isn't the worst idea, as long as the digital media actually is popular. Like, Blu-ray was supposed to be like the next big thing, right? But Blu-ray was like dead on arrival. Nobody used it. Like, the idea of buying a PS3, like a cheap Blu-ray player that was also a games console, isn't a bad idea in theory, but the issue is that Blu-ray was dead. Nobody cared. It was like ahead of its time almost. Like, everybody just still kept watching DVDs. So it's all well and good you having that extra price point, but if nobody wants to pay the extra money, then nobody's gonna buy your console. Like, if your options are a $600 fucking PS3 and a $400 Xbox, and they both do the same thing, except the PS3 has a Blu-ray player that you don't care about, then of course you're gonna buy the $400 Xbox. Like, it's just logical, right?
I could have sworn I locked this place up.
Oh, it's this mission. I don't know the controls. I'll probably fail it. Use the down directional button to lower. Slide the forks. Okay. Isn't it a thing where you go backwards so it's faster than going forwards? Is that a thing in this? Oops. Hello? There we go. Yo, Zero, thanks for the raid. I'm getting mega raided. I feel like it's also easier to turn when going backwards too. Is that just me? Can I go this way? I don't think it's necessary to go this far round, but I'm just doing it because... Oh, fuck. It's better to do this than to get stuck going, like, the wrong way. I think. And constantly get, like, stuck on where the fire is. Yeah, pretty much, Enzio. This is like the classic like mission that everyone's like, oh, this is so hard, blah blah blah. Because it's just like the only mission in the game that has like a relatively tight timer. And it's at the start of the game, right? Like this is like what, like the 4th or 5th mission in the game? So if you're still like not too familiar with the controls, then you'll fail this mission quite a lot. Especially because you're like using a vehicle that you're not used to using as well. Like you're stuck using a vehicle that you're not super familiar with. Being the forklift.
I better put these babies in some safe place, huh?
First lands mission was hard as fuck. Yeah, Jive Drive is fucking annoying as well. But that's only because, like, manual aiming on a controller is always fucking awful in these games. So any, like, auto-scroller is always so shit. That's like the main problem. Armor. Yoink. But the sense for the auto score is like 3 times higher than it should be, yeah. It's like really disproportionate to your actual sensitivity in the game. It's pretty silly. Oops. Sure, this will release on PC soon. Copium.
A business interest of mine is having trouble with some idiots I need putting straight.
What business are you in?
I look after people and they look after me.
Yeah, the fine aiming on PSP is really good.
If they don't, but mostly I just mind my own business. You mind yours, pal.
That's a really good mechanic. I assume that doesn't exist on PS2. The fine name on the
here.
PSP, yeah.
Now get on in there and teach them idiots.
Alright, see you later, Golden TV.
Kill me! I'm indestructible!
I don't have any guns. Yo, how do you grab people in this game? That's something you can do, right?
Show me you're the man!
Triangle?
You know who I am, S.A.?
Getting fucking beaten up. Grab him.
Why are you disrespecting S.A.?
I'm fucking... There we go. You can just like... Vic must have like unfucking real strength to be able to throw somebody that far with just like their collar. Like, holy shit. He's so fucking strong. Legit, yeah, legit like Terminator. And then like you can grab them and it actually does damage, so you can actually kill somebody with grabbing them. Brilliant.
Please, I can't afford to...
Who's the chingón now, mamón? Vete a jalar el pez.
You're gonna be sorry.
Pinche cabrón.
Don't mess with me.
At least the hand-to-hand combat is like actually good in this game. Unlike 3 and Vice City.
You done real good, Vic.
You're running a protection racket?
And more besides soon enough. Come on, put the pedal to the metal, step on it.
SA doesn't have grabbing? No, it doesn't. Only VCS does, I think.
This is it. Let's get in there and bring them into the fold.
Please, I don't want any trouble.
That's why you need us.
Please, no, please.
No, please.
Fuck them up.
Hey, bro.
You can't kill me. I'm in this world.
You should run away.
Who's the chingón now, mamón?
It's a satisfying
Ve a
sound.
chuparle el pezón a un chango. Chingo.
Okay, I'll pay.
Yo, Connors, I give you the 12 months, man. Welcome back.
You done a man's job today.
Enjoy your sexy purple badge. Thank you, sir. Look at that bike. Fine, I'll get this one. Pretty sure one spawns here, right? Yeah. Oh, let's go save. I would consider this PS2 successfully tested. How do you run GTA3 without the 640 by 480 issue? The easiest way is to get a pre-made settings file from somebody and just put it in your documents where your user files are. That's the easiest way.
Let's get a move on.
Oops. I use an Elgato HD60S Plus, Connor. It was a gift from them, from Save the Children, I think. And I've like never used it up until now. I got it like 3 years ago and never used it. I never did any console stuff. Well, I would make use of it now. But yeah, that's about it from me. Thank you very much for joining, as always. As I say, tomorrow we might end up doing Desert Bus. I don't think I have anything on tomorrow. Check. No, I don't. Yeah, we could always do that tomorrow as like a special little celebration or whatever. Let's see who's live. Guys live. I guess you can go and watch Game Marathon. They're doing some more summer segments, Ramble stuff. Yeah, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching and for being here and such. Have a good rest of your weekend if I don't see you. And yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.